One of the lies that anxiety makes you believe is that you can't do things, that you're not capable, that you'd be judged, that you would fail, that you'd have a breakdown, an emotional breakdown, that it would be physically unattainable. And that's not true. So I'll share my story with you. You know, I've lived with an anxiety disorder all my life, and everything that I've ever done that I've appreciated, that's helped me, that's helped other people, friendships, making money, or traveling, or improving a relationship with a parent, or doing a YouTube video, or an event, or having a boxing match. Before I'd done it, most of the time in my mind I was terrified. And it's almost like, you know, the anxiety, it lies, it tells you that that's your identity. Because you've had some bad experiences at school when you're younger, or things have happened, and we forget, and we remember in our bodies. So we remember that feeling. I never forget that feeling. It keeps me humble, that feeling of being bullied at school, that feeling of upsetting my mum and dad, and then, you know, your parents shouting at you, and then you feel bad, you feel like they don't love you, or you just feel terrible, you just feel ashamed. So when you felt ashamed and it's made you feel horrible, you're so frightened of re-experiencing those feelings again in any situation in life. When your goals and your dreams come up, the anxiety pops up and says, no, remember, you can't do that, that's dangerous, don't go there. The last time you spoke, you got judged, or you started stuttering and everybody in the class laughed. Remember how the laughter felt? The heckling was like torture. So it's like being whipped. It hurts, it broke you down. So we get broken down by bad experiences, or a lot of the times they're not even that bad, but we think they're bad because we've been taught they're bad. We told ourselves that, someone else said that. It happened in our childhood when we're innocent, we're kids. And we don't realize that we're living with those beliefs, and they go into the anxiety. The anxiety manifests. It becomes a collection of these bad experiences. So when we get a new business idea, and you think, that would be a good idea, I'd love to do it, and then but comes in. But and what if? Dream killers. The language of anxiety. But what happens if you start the business and you don't make no money? That would be embarrassing. That would make you feel not good enough. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop. I'm not going to do it then. Oh, I'd love to ask someone out. It would be lovely to go on a date and get a relationship, or have a feeling of love and spend time with someone, or, you know, just have a nice time. Or, yeah, but what if they say no? Remember, you got rejected when you were younger. That hurt you. That hurt. That brought up all your issues. That made you feel you're not good enough. Don't do that. You don't want to face that avoidance. So the anxiety starts to play on that. Yeah, it preys on that. It's a bully. It knows where you're weak. It knows where you're frightened. It knows where you're ashamed. It knows where you don't want people to know about certain vulnerabilities that you have, fears, phobias, anxieties, and it bullies you into doing nothing. And then you feel relief. Of course there's some relief. It's like, oh, I could breathe now. I don't need to experience pain, shame, anguish, fear, anxiety, loneliness, or more problems, or more attacks, or even the fear of death, disease, destruction. That's not going to happen to me. I'm safe. Yeah, you're safe, but for how long are you safe? But you're not happy though. You're depressed. You're miserable, and then you get anxiety because of that. And then you feel like your life's never going to change, and then you feel stuck in darkness and hopelessness. So what you've got to do is, you've got to just block that out, and you've got to make a decision, and you've got to make a commitment to go and do it. And when you go and do it, it's never that bad. I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified of doing what I'm doing now years ago. Didn't think I could do it. I physically thought, if I do that and I get one criticism, I'll have a breakdown. You know, I won't be able to exist. I physically won't cope. It's going to destroy me. People are going to see it. I'll be defeated. I did it. It wasn't true. I handled it. We don't realize how strong we are until we need to be strong. So this is all the conversation that I have to talk myself into living my dreams despite having an anxiety disorder. And it's the same conversation I've helped clients for almost 12 years, talking them into enjoying their life, as opposed to them allowing their anxiety to talk them into not enjoying their life. So that's what this is a life and death conversation. I'm not going to beat around the bush. You know, as my American friends say, this is real talk. This is no cap. Yeah, watch the space. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for it. Real talk. It's life and death. It's not just a small thing. So when we're having that conversation, I want to clean my apartment, but I don't believe I can do it right now because it's going to bring up my financial fears, relationships, everything's going to come at me. I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Do it. Prove it wrong. Or it's not going to feel nice. What difference does it make? It doesn't feel nice anyway, living with anxiety for the most part. But when you take the action, it's not logically understood. It feels great. You come out of it. Pretty much everything. What's the worst case scenario? Everything that I've ever wanted to do in my life that I've been afraid of, when I've done it, 3 things have happened. This is the most consistent one. Number 1, it's gone really well. I've surprised myself. I'm really shocked at how well it's gone. Nothing bad happened. Number 2, I failed. It didn't go great. I felt a bit awkward. But it didn't kill me. Life went on. I did it again and got better and succeeded, or I just continued my life, forgot about it. Or number 3, somewhat in the middle. That's it. That's the worst case scenario. Or worst case scenario, it hurt my feelings and it took me a couple of months to get over it. I got over it, I continued. So the worst case scenario is a good scenario. But if you believe the lies and it says that you can't do it, it weakens you. And that's how you stay in anxiety for longer periods than you have to. So you've got to make a decision. And I'm not saying that you're not going to feel fear. Feeling fear is normal, but do it anyway. As that book says, feel the fear, do it anyway. And I've been teaching this for donkey's years. So the anxiety is strong. Now I feel it sometimes as well. I hear the voice. You hear it. Ignore it. It's tricking you. Everyone has it. Everybody has it. Some people are honest about it. Some people lie about it. I was going to say some people shy about it, but they shy away, which is fine. I prefer to be honest about it. It frees me up and then I can get over it and help other people. I teach this. So face it. I had it with traveling. It said I couldn't travel. I traveled. It went well. Starting a business. All these things. It's better to do it. Better to do it. If it doesn't go well, you pick up from then. You figure out what the next case is. Cross that bridge when you come for it. So that's how you do it. But if you believe the lies of anxiety, then you always stay stuck and then you get depressed, you have no confidence, you don't grow, you can't help anybody. So that's it today. I hope you enjoyed it, guys and girls. I've done a lot of videos. This will be the last one. I'm knackered. I had a great time. Practice it, give it a shot. Don't believe the lies that you can't do it. Yeah, how do you know that? Try it first. Do it 10 times, and if you can't do it, then fine. You say, well, it is true. I tried this particular skill for 10 times. It wasn't for me. Fine. That's not your gift. Go and do something that you are gifted for, all right? I rest my case. Hope you enjoyed the video. Speak to you soon. Bye.